For Mary Jane French.
Okay, first things first, let's address this Y chromosome that I'm clearly rocking right now. I am one of those transgender ladies you've been reading so much about lately. We're all aware of what that means at this point, right? Okay, just in case there's any stragglers who are embarrassed and don't want to speak up, basically I grew up with a hormone imbalance, which I assure you is perfectly normal for women who are born with a penis and testicles. Basically, if you prefer to think of it this way, basically I'm a lot like Caitlyn Jenner, but without millions of dollars. So I've been on estrogen for about 14 months now, which means these are the newest tits you'll find on a 22-year-old. And I hope you feel awkward looking at them, because I'm 22, but they're minors, you guys. A lot of times when people find out that I'm transitioning, they'll ask me, like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you put yourself through that? Why not just try to accept what you were given like I hadn't thought of that? And I have to look these people in the eyes and tell them, I'm in it for the pussy. Guys, it's a question as old as time itself. I'm not trying to facilitate answers, I just want to bring up further discussion. By now you've probably figured out the question I'm talking about. Is eating pussy vegan? There's lots of schools of thought on this. Some people would say, I don't care, I'm not vegan. That's the right answer. Others would say, well, eating pussy is vegan, provided that you're good at it. Because then it's not a product of animal suffering. Then you have second wave feminists come into play, and they'll say eating pussy is never vegan because women are oppressed because of their anatomy. But second wave feminists also believe that all women have vaginas, and clearly I don't agree with that. Everyone here is familiar with this gesture, right? You're familiar with that? Okay, cool. When you see someone make that gesture, do you imagine that this is their best attempt at recreating a vulva with their fingers? Or do you think that these are two little legs and they're supposed to be a vulva in the crotch? Because I got into an argument with someone about that where they were saying there's two little legs involved in the crotch, and I disagreed. But after thinking about it, I do think they were right. Because if someone was doing their best attempt at recreating a vulva with their fingers, they would at least come up with this. Right, first of all, what's this middle of the road bullshit? Nerve endings are up top. Find the clit. I was rehashing this with someone like a month after having that argument, and I was telling them, and they came back to me like, no, that's spreading the labia so you can find the clit, like a goddamn rookie! But seriously though, if you're having trouble, like, get a visual aid. The point is that you get there, because sex should be fun, surprise. And, like, there was one point where I was doing this bit for an audience. There was a cisgender woman in the back. She was probably like 40 years old, and she felt the need to correct me every time I used the word vulva by going, "You mean labia," because she didn't know what the word vulva meant. Okay, let's do some review real quick. The vulva is everything on the outside. What most people call the vagina is actually the vulva. The vagina is actually just a canal from the vulva to the cervix. Technically, it's all empty space. Technically, it doesn't even exist. But so she was talking about a specific part of a general unit that I was talking about. If you're going down on someone and only interacting with their labia, you have a problem. You need some help. But so I just get, honestly, like, I get astonished by how people just don't know a lot of basic anatomy. Like, I've met lesbians who don't know where the clit is when it's right under their nose. Like, if you're... it was really gratifying to me to be able to say, like, to correct her, to be like, look, I put a lot of research into this, I put a down payment on one of these, cost about $21,000 total, could have gone with a Volvo or a Volvo, going with a Volva. Thank you, I'm Mary Jane French.